You feel it, don't you? That deep ache, the constant hum of being overlooked. For too long, you've poured your heart into the void, your efforts a whisper lost in a hurricane, your talents a hidden gem buried too deep. You've given your all and received nothing, or worse, crumbs, enough to keep you hoping, enough to keep you trapped. It's the quiet sting of invisibility, the slow erosion of your spirit. You watch others soar. They get the promotions, the recognition, the applause, while you remain in the shadows, a ghost in your own life, a phantom in your own career. You've played by the rules. You've worked the hardest. You've sacrificed the most. And still, you're not seen, not valued, not truly heard. This isn't just a setback. It's a betrayal, a profound injustice that echoes in the deepest chambers of your soul. You've been promised a seat at the table, but the table keeps moving. Or maybe there never was a seat for you, just a waiting room, an endless, soul-crushing waiting room. Remember those late nights, the early mornings, the missed moments with loved ones, all for a dream that feels increasingly distant, like a mirage in the desert. You've clung to hope. You've prayed for a breakthrough. You've searched for a sign, a glimmer of light in the overwhelming darkness. And what have you found? More of the same. The same closed doors, the same dismissive glances, the same gnawing feeling that you're fighting a battle you can't win. The world has conditioned you to believe that persistence is enough. That hard work inevitably leads to reward. But what if the system is rigged? What if the path you've been walking is designed to keep you small, to keep you silent, to keep you perpetually on the outside looking in? This pain is real. This frustration is justified. It's the cry of a soul yearning for its rightful place, a spirit burning with untapped potential, suffocating under the weight of unacknowledged worth. You are not meant to be a footnote. You are not meant to be a background character in your own epic story. You are a protagonist, a chosen one, destined for greatness. But destiny doesn't just happen. It demands a realignment, a seismic shift. And that shift is happening now. Whether you feel ready or not, whether you understand it or not, the universe is intervening. It's tearing down the walls that have held you captive. It's exposing the lies that have kept you bound. This isn't just a career change. This is a soul recalibration, a divine intervention. You are being pulled out of the mire, out of the stagnation, out of the pain of invisibility. The forces that have kept you down are losing their grip. The doors that were bolted shut are beginning to creak open. You might feel disoriented, confused even. The ground beneath your feet feels unstable. The familiar landscape of your career is dissolving. And in its place, something new is emerging. Something untamed, something powerful. This is the moment of sudden realignment, the pivot point, the turning of the tide. The universe is saying enough is enough. It's time for you to step into your power, to claim your birthright, to be seen, to be heard, to be unequivocally valued. The pain of the past was not in vain. It was forging you, tempering your spirit, preparing you for this very moment. Those who ignored you, those who dismissed you, those who underestimated you, they will soon witness your rise. They will see the brilliance they tried to extinguish. They will hear the voice they tried to silence. This realignment is not a gentle nudge. It's a powerful force, a cosmic decree. It's designed to shake you awake, to shatter the illusions, to liberate you from the chains of perceived limitation. You are being moved, not by chance, but by divine design. The path ahead may not be clear. It may be unconventional. It may even seem impossible to others. But for you, it is the only path forward, the path of truth, the path of authenticity, the path where your unique gifts can finally shine. Stop waiting for permission. Stop seeking validation from those who have never seen your true worth. The validation you seek is already within you. It has always been within you. This realignment is simply a catalyst to help you access it, to unleash it, to live it. The pain you've endured has carved out space for something greater, space for your true purpose to bloom. The invisibility you felt has sharpened your inner vision. You now see what others cannot. You understand what others miss. This is your calling. This is your moment. The universe is orchestrating a symphony of change, and you are the crescendo. The sudden realignment is here. Embrace it, for in this disruption lies your ultimate liberation, your undeniable destiny, your profound becoming. The time for being ignored is over. The time for your reign has begun. This is it, the quiet. You feel it, don't you? A shift, a sacred pause. It's not loneliness, it's divine isolation. The world outside is a storm, chaos, noise. But in here, it's stillness, a sanctuary. God is building a fortress around your soul. This separation, it's not abandonment, it's consecration. You are being set apart, like the potter isolates the clay to shape it, to refine it, to prepare it for a purpose. Think of the eagle. It soars alone, high above the flock. It needs that solitary space to hone its vision, to feel the wind beneath its wings, to prepare for its hunt. You are that eagle. This isolation is your mountain peak, your vantage point. From here, you see with new eyes. The patterns emerge. The traps become visible. The true path illuminated. Remember the ark. Noah was isolated, separated from the world that was drowning. His aloneness was his salvation. It was the vessel that carried life. Your isolation is your ark. It holds the seeds of your future. The enemy wants you connected to the noise, to the distractions, to the opinions of men. He thrives in the crowd, but God draws you inward, to the still, small voice, to his whisper. This is where your strength is forged, not in the applause, not in the recognition, but in the silent communion. In the deep roots you grow in the soil of his presence. It feels like a wilderness, a desert, but the desert is where prophets are made. It's where Jesus was tested. It's where divine encounters happen. This barrenness is fertile ground for miracles, for revelations. You are being shielded from influences that would dilute your calling, from voices that would whisper doubt, from paths that would lead you astray. This quiet is a guardian, a divine hedge. It's like a seed buried deep in the earth. It needs the darkness, the pressure, to crack open, to send forth its first sprout. Your current season is that darkness, that pressure. It's the birthing pangs of your next level. Don't fight this solitude. Embrace it. Dive into it. Let it wash over you. Let it cleanse you. Let it recalibrate your spirit. This is not punishment. It's protection. It's preparation. It's the sacred sculpting of your destiny. God is not leaving you. He is holding you closer than ever before. He is clearing the stage for your grand entrance, He is silencing the critics so you can hear his voice. He is removing the clutter so you can focus on the masterpiece. This sacred space, it's a womb where something new is gestating, something powerful, something ordained. You are being held until the appointed time, until you are ready to emerge, stronger, wiser, more aligned than you ever imagined. The world wants to rush you, to push you, but God's timing is perfect. This isolation is his masterpiece. Painting your readiness, layer by layer. Feel the peace in this solitude. It's not emptiness, it's fullness. The fullness of God, dwelling within you, refining you, strengthening you, preparing you. Your career is shifting because you are shifting. And this divine isolation is the crucible where that shift is being perfected. Trust the process. Trust the quiet. Your breakthrough is in this stillness. It's waiting for you to arise. You are being drawn apart. This is not abandonment. It is a sacred curation. Think of a pearl. It is not formed in the clamor of the marketplace. It is born in quietude, within the oyster's hidden chamber. The grit that irritates becomes the source of its luster. Your current season, it feels like isolation, like the world has forgotten you. Or perhaps you have forgotten the world, but this is the womb of your next level. The Father is creating a sacred space, a sanctuary for your soul. He is shielding you from the noise, from the distractions, from the opinions of men. They will try to pull you back into the familiar, into the comfort of the crowd. But you are being consecrated, set apart. Like the high priest, before entering the Holy of Holies, he had to be cleansed, separated, made ready. This solitude, it is a refining fire. It burns away the dross, the compromises, the watered-down versions of yourself. It exposes the impurities, the lingering doubts, the fear that whispers you are not enough. These are the fires of transformation, not destruction. Each ember, a lesson, each spark, a revelation. Imagine a potter. He takes the raw clay. He does not leave it exposed to the wind and rain. He brings it into his studio. His hands, they are gentle yet firm. He kneads, he shapes, he removes the air bubbles, the imperfections. He is preparing it for the kiln. The kiln is intense. It is a crucible. It tests the very core. But it is in that heat that the clay becomes durable, beautiful, eternal. Your isolation, it is the Father's studio. He is shaping you, removing the imperfections, preparing you for a purpose so grand. It will require a vessel, purified, unbroken, strong. The whispers of loneliness, they are the echoes of the world outside, trying to invade your sacred space. Do not listen. They are not your truth, your true assignment. It requires a singular focus, a devotion, unwavering. The crowd dilutes. It disperses energy. It fractures attention. It fosters compromise. You are being honed for a specific task, a divine mandate. It cannot be accomplished while chasing applause or seeking validation from those who do not understand the blueprint. This is a time of spiritual incubation. The egg, it must remain undisturbed for the life within to develop, to break free, to take flight. The world sees the quiet. They see the stillness. They interpret it as inactivity, as failure. They do not see the profound work, happening beneath the surface. The germination, the growth, the unearthing of buried potential. Consider the seed. It is buried in darkness. It seems to have perished. But within that darkness, a miracle is unfolding. It is cracking open. It is sending forth roots. It is pushing towards the light. This is your journey, the darkness of this isolation. It is not an end. It is the beginning of explosive growth. The Father is your sole companion, His voice. It is the only one you need to hear, His presence. It is your ultimate comfort. He is teaching you to draw strength from within, from Him. You are not being punished. You are being empowered. You are being positioned for a harvest so abundant, it will change nations. This aloneness, it is your power source. It is where your spiritual muscles are built, where your faith is forged in the fires of reliance. You are learning to walk by sight, not by the opinions of others, by the leading of the Spirit, not the clamor of the crowd. This is the great recalibration, the divine realignment. You are being set apart, to be set forth. You feel it, that quiet, that space opening up around you. It's not emptiness, it's preparation. God is creating an echo chamber for your spirit, a sanctuary. He's pulling you back from the noise, from the crowds that drain you, from the voices that distract you. This isn't a desertion. It's a deliberate divine isolation. Think of the potter. He takes the clay. He doesn't leave it in the bustling marketplace. He brings it to his quiet studio, away from the dust, away from the chaos. There the potter works. His hands are gentle. His touch is firm. He shapes and molds. He removes impurities. He refines the form. You are that clay. This isolation is the potter's studio. It's where he can get close, where his breath can directly shape your destiny, where the whispers of the world fade and his voice becomes clear, unmistakable. The world might see it as loneliness. They might pity your solitude. They don't understand the sacredness of this moment. They don't grasp the divine engineering at play. This is not punishment. It is profound protection. The enemy wants you scattered. He wants you diluted. He thrives in the noise where truth gets lost, where discernment is clouded. But in this divine isolation, your spiritual senses sharpen. Your connection deepens. You learn to hear the frequency of heaven. You discern the subtle shifts in the spiritual atmosphere. It's like a seed buried deep in the earth. It's dark. It's alone. But it's not dying. It's germinating. It's gathering strength. It's preparing for the breakthrough. This isolation is your fertile ground. It's where your roots grow deep. It's where you anchor yourself in Him before the storm, before the season of growth demands all your strength. Consider the eagle. It doesn't raise its young in the noisy forest. It takes them to the highest peak, to a place of solitude, a place of safety. From that vantage point, they learn to see. They learn to soar. You are being elevated. You are being set apart for a purpose too grand for the ordinary. This is the time your spiritual armor is being polished. Your faith is being tested, yes, but refined. Like gold in the furnace. Emerging purer, stronger, brighter. You are being shielded from influences that would compromise your calling, from relationships that would pull you off course, from opportunities that look good but lead nowhere heavenly. This solitude is a spiritual quarantine. It's keeping the contamination of the world out so that the pure essence of God can fill you completely. It's a sacred pause, a moment to recalibrate your internal compass, to align your heart with His heartbeat. to remember who you are in Him. Don't fight it. Don't resent it. Embrace this divine isolation. It is the crucible where your true strength is forged. It is the quiet chamber where your destiny is whispered. It is the sacred space where God prepares you for the next chapter. A chapter that demands your undivided attention, your uncompromised spirit, your divine focus. This separation is not an ending. It is the most powerful beginning you will ever know. It's the moment the masterpiece is being carefully crafted before it is revealed to the world. This is divine isolation. It feels like a silence, a pulling away. The noise fades, the crowds disappear. You're alone, but not abandoned. This is a sacred space, a holy ground. God is carving out a sanctuary for you, a place where His voice can be heard clearly, where His purpose can be etched onto your soul. Think of the potter and the clay. The potter doesn't work in a marketplace. He takes the clay to his quiet studio. He isolates it. He shapes it. He molds it. He prepares it for its destiny. You are that clay. And this season of isolation is His studio. It's where He's refining you, removing impurities, strengthening the core. This isn't punishment. It's preparation. It's protection. The world can be a dangerous place, full of distractions, full of compromises, full of voices that lead you astray. God is shielding you. He's creating a buffer zone, a spiritual fortress around your heart and mind. He's taking you out of the storm and placing you in the eye of it, where there is peace, where there is clarity, where His truth can penetrate. Imagine a seed. It must be buried. It must be isolated in the darkness of the earth. It's in that solitude that it breaks open, that it sprouts, that it begins its journey towards the light. Your isolation is that burial. It's the necessary darkness before the breakthrough. It's the incubator for your new growth. He's not punishing you by removing people. He's protecting you from influences that could stunt your spiritual development. He's removing the weights that are holding you down, the relationships that are draining your anointing, the environments that are dimming your light. This solitude is a spiritual detox. It's a cleansing. It's a recalibration. He's recalibrating your compass, resetting your internal GPS, so you can navigate the next season with divine precision. Think of an eagle. It takes its young to a high, secluded nest, away from predators, away from the chaos of the lower lands. It's there, in that isolation, that the eaglets are nurtured, that they learn to fly, that they are prepared for their dominion. You are being taken to your high place, your spiritual eyrie, where you can learn to soar, where you can develop the strength for your purpose. This feeling of being set apart, it's a sign of favor. It's a sign of His intention. He's not leaving you. He's drawing you closer into an intimacy that can only be forged in stillness. He's creating space for you to hear His whispers, to discern His next steps, to understand the divine blueprint for your life. This isolation is a crucible. It's where your faith is tested and refined into pure gold. It's where your character is forged into the image of Christ. It's where your obedience is proven and rewarded with greater responsibility. You might feel like you're in a wilderness, but it's a wilderness with a purpose. It's a place of testing, but also a place of provision, a place of revelation, a place where God meets you and shows you His power, His strength, His faithfulness. He's not isolating you from His love. He's isolating you for a deeper experience of it, a love that is pure, unadulterated, and all-consuming. This is not a time to despair. It's a time to trust, to lean in, to embrace the sacredness of this solitude, because in this quiet space, God is doing a mighty work within you. He's building you up. He's preparing you. He's setting you apart for His glory and for your divine destiny. This is the womb of your transformation, the sacred chamber where your new self is being formed. Don't resist it. Surrender to it. Find the peace within the pause, the power within the quiet, the profound presence of God in your separation. He's making you ready. He's making you strong. He's making you into who He created you to be, for the assignment that awaits. Trust His process. This divine isolation is a gift, a protective embrace, a sacred space for your soul to be remade and then released into the fullness of His calling. A sacred stillness descends. You feel it, a quiet pulling, away from the noise, away from the crowd. This is divine isolation. It's not abandonment. It's a shepherd gathering his flock, protecting them from the wolves. The world's demands can be the wolves. They hunger for your energy, your focus, your peace. God is creating a sanctuary for you, a holy space where His voice can be heard above the clamor. Think of the caterpillar. It doesn't fight the cocoon. It doesn't curse the darkness. It embraces the transformation. The isolation is the incubator where your new wings are formed. You are being shed of what no longer serves. Old habits, old relationships. They are heavy. They are anchors, dragging you down. This solitude is a refining fire, not to burn you, but to purify, like gold heated to its purest form. The dross is consumed, leaving only brilliance. You are being shielded from unnecessary battles, from wrong paths, from those who would dim your light. The enemy seeks to scatter. God seeks to gather into His presence, into His purpose. This aloneness is a covenant, a promise whispered between you and Him. I will protect you here. I will reveal myself to you here. I will equip you here. The world might misunderstand. They'll see it as rejection, as failure, but they don't see the architect at work. They don't see the master craftsman resculpting your soul for a grander design. You are not being punished. You are being prepared, like an athlete in solitary training, building strength, honing skills, preparing for the championship. This is not a barren desert. It is a fertile garden, watered by His Spirit, nourished by His truth, where seeds of destiny are sown. You are being set apart, not for suffering, but for service, for a higher calling. The isolation is a sacred pause, a breath before the leap, a moment to remember who you are, whose you are. In this stillness, you find your true north. Your internal compass recalibrates, aligned with His will. The silence is not empty. It is pregnant with potential, with divine revelation. You are being etched with His promises, imprinted with His power. This period of being set apart is a gift, a precious, often misunderstood gift. It is the crucible of your becoming, the womb of your next season. Embrace it, for in this divine isolation, you are being profoundly protected and gloriously prepared. The quiet descends. It's not emptiness. It's a sacred space. You've been pushed to the edge of what you might ask, of everything familiar, the noise of the world, the demands, the expectations. They fade. This is divine isolation. It feels like a severing, a loss. but it is a sculpting. The potter's wheel turns. You are the clay. Before, you were shaped by the world's clumsy hands, pressed from every side, molded into shapes that never quite fit. Now the master's hands are gentle, precise. He's removing the impurities, the grit of doubt, the shards of past failures. This setting apart is not abandonment. It is a protective cocoon. The storm rages outside. The winds howl. The rain lashes down. But within this stillness, you are shielded. The enemy cannot reach you here. The distractions that once pulled you away are silenced. They have no power in this hallowed ground. Think of the seed, buried in the dark earth, alone. It's not a death sentence. It's a necessary burial, to break forth, to push through the soil, to reach for the sun. Your isolation is that fertile darkness. It's where growth happens unseen, where roots deepen, where strength is forged. You feel the pressure, the urge to run back, to blend in, to seek the comfort of the crowd. Resist it. This solitude is a refining fire. It burns away the dross. It purifies your intentions. It clarifies your vision. It burns away the need for external validation. The eagle does not flock with the pigeons. It soars alone. Its vision is vast. Its purpose is singular. This is your season to spread your wings. But first you must learn to fly in solitude, to trust your own currents, to hear the whisper of the wind, not the clamor of the flock. This is not punishment. It is preparation. For a flight you cannot yet imagine. For a purpose that requires uncompromised focus. The world will try to pull you back. It will offer its familiar comforts, its shallow applause. But you are being trained for a higher altitude. The desert wanderer. Was he punished, or was he being stripped bare? To find the wellspring within, to learn dependence on the unseen, to hear the voice of God in the profound silence. Your desert is this space, this aloneness. It is where your true strength is revealed. You are being etched like precious stone. The rough edges are smoothed. The flaws are polished away. This takes time. It takes quiet. It takes an acceptance of the process. It's not a quick fix. It's a deep transformation. The ark, built in isolation, far from the flood, far from the skepticism. A man and his family, set apart for a future they could not see. Your isolation is your ark. It is protecting you from the deluge of chaos. It is preparing you for a new season, a new creation. You are not being punished. You are being protected from the fray, from the false, from the familiar that would keep you small. This is the womb of your new beginning. It is dark. It is quiet. But it is where life is gestating. Embrace the quiet. Lean into the solitude. It is a sacred covenant, a divine embrace. You are not alone. You are being held by a love that understands the necessity of separation to achieve ultimate connection to your true destiny. This is not an ending. It is the most profound of beginnings. This is not a setback. It's a redirection, a divine pivot. Your career is shifting because you are being realigned with your spiritual mission. The universe is forcing your hand, pushing you towards your purpose. You've been comfortable, too comfortable. Complacency is a slow death. It suffocates the soul. But the darkness you've endured, it wasn't for nothing. That was the forge, the crucible where your inner power was tempered, every sleepless night, every tear shed, every moment of doubt. It was all building something within you, something essential. You were being stripped bare, stripped of illusions, stripped of ego, stripped of what you thought you needed to succeed. And in that emptiness, a new strength emerged, a power born not of external validation, but of inner knowing. You discovered resilience you never knew you possessed. You learned to trust your intuition, that quiet inner voice, the one that whispers the truth when the world screams lies. This is the power that will fuel your spiritual mission. This is the power that will propel you forward. You are not the same person who started this journey. The trials have refined you, purified you, made you stronger. Think of the phoenix, rising from the ashes. You are rising from the ashes of your old life. Your career shift is not an ending. It's a rebirth. You are shedding your old skin, embracing your true self, the one that craves more than just a paycheck, the one that yearns to make a difference, to leave a mark. Your spiritual mission is calling you. Can you hear it? It's a deep resonance, a calling to serve, to heal, to create, to bring light into the world in your unique way. This shift is an invitation to step into your destiny, to embrace the power you've cultivated in the shadows. The darkness wasn't your enemy. It was your teacher. It showed you your own light, how brilliantly it shines. Now you are ready to bring that light to the world. Your career is the vehicle for your mission. It's not just a job anymore. It's a calling. It's where your talents meet the world's needs, where your passion ignites change. This realignment is profound. It's not about climbing ladders. It's about building bridges, connecting with others, sharing your gifts, amplifying your impact. You have a unique perspective, a wisdom gained through experience. Don't underestimate its value. The world needs it. You might feel a sense of loss, a mourning for the familiar. That's natural, but don't cling to the past. The future is calling you, and it's brighter than you can imagine. This is your moment, your time to step into your power, to live a life of purpose, a life of meaning. The universe has orchestrated this. Trust the process. Embrace the change. It's leading you home, to the truest version of yourself, to the fulfillment of your spiritual mission. The power you developed in the darkness is your greatest asset. It's the fuel for your ascent. It's the light that will guide your way. This sudden realignment is not a disruption. It's a revelation. It's the universe saying it's time. Time to embody your power. Time to fulfill your purpose. Time to shine your light. The storm was not your end. It was the forge. The winds that tried to break you, they were shaping you. You feel it now, don't you? This seismic shift, it's not random. It's destiny calling you home. Your spiritual mission is no longer a whisper. It's a roaring fire within your soul. You were meant for more than comfort, more than the ordinary. The darkness you walked through, it was the crucible. It burned away the dross, the fear, the doubt, the limitations you once carried. They are ash now. What remains is pure, unadulterated power. The power of survival, the power of resilience, the power of knowing yourself truly, knowing yourself. You've seen the abyss. You've stared into the void, and you did not flinch. That is where true strength is born. Not in the sunshine, not in the applause, but in the solitary battles fought in the dead of night. You emerged from the shadows, stronger, wiser, more dangerous than you ever imagined. This realignment is a direct consequence of that journey. The universe is recalibrating. It's aligning you with your purpose, the one that was always etched into your spirit. Before you even knew what a spirit was, you might feel a pulling, a redirection. It might feel unsettling, because it is. It's the universe shaking the foundations of your old life to make room for the new. The career you thought you wanted, it's dissolving, because it was never your true destination. It was a stepping stone, a place to gather the tools you would need for the real work ahead. This inner power forged in the fires of adversity is your currency. It's what will attract the opportunities, the collaborations, the people who resonate with your frequency. You are being called to a higher octave, to a service that transcends the mundane. Your gifts, honed in the silence of your struggle, are now ready to be unleashed. The world needs what you have to offer. Your unique perspective, your hard-won wisdom, your unwavering spirit. Don't resist this shift. Embrace it. Allow yourself to be guided. Trust the process. The path ahead may not be clear, but your inner compass is now infallible. It's been tested. It's been proven. You are not just changing careers. You are answering a divine calling. You are stepping into your spiritual mission, the one you were born to fulfill. The darkness was not a punishment. It was a preparation. And you are ready, more ready than you know. Feel that power. It's the power of your unleashed potential, the power of your true self. It's time to rise. It's time to shine. It's time to fulfill your destiny. This is not just a career change. This is a soul awakening. The realignment is happening. Your spiritual mission awaits. Step boldly into your power. The universe is watching, and it is cheering you on. Your journey through the fire was not in vain. It was the making of you, the unveiling of your true purpose. You are a warrior of light, and your mission has just begun. The old path crumbles. A new one unfolds, carved by your courage, illuminated by your inner fire. You are more than a professional. You are a spiritual force, and your time is now. This shift is not a setback. It's your launch pad into a life of profound meaning, with your soul's deepest desires. The darkness has gifted you clarity. The struggle has gifted you strength. You are reborn, ready to serve, ready to lead, ready to manifest the impossible. Your spiritual mission is your new career, and you are already a master. The veil is lifting. You feel it, a seismic shift. Not just in your job title, deeper. A realignment of your very soul's purpose. This isn't random. It's orchestrated, a divine recalibration. Your spiritual mission is calling, louder than ever before. Remember the darkness, the nights you thought would never end, the trials that tested your very core. That was not a punishment. It was a crucible, a forge, where your inner power was hammered into existence, shaped, tempered. You thought you were just surviving, enduring, but you were being prepared for this, for the unfolding of your destiny. The darkness stripped away the superficial, the distractions, the illusions. It revealed what truly matters. Your resilience, your strength, your unwavering spirit. Every setback was a lesson. Every disappointment, a redirection. The universe was pruning your branches, removing what was no longer serving your growth, making space for something magnificent, something you were born to do. That quiet whisper you've been hearing, that insistent nudge, that's your spiritual mission speaking. It's the echo of your soul's deepest calling. It demands authenticity. It requires courage. It beckons you to step into your power, fully, unapologetically. You've developed an inner power that transcends the ordinary, a power forged in the fires of adversity. It's the quiet confidence that blooms after the storm, the knowing that you can face anything and emerge stronger. This is not about climbing a corporate ladder anymore. It's about ascending your spiritual path. It's about using your gifts, your talents, your unique perspective to serve a higher purpose, to make a difference, a profound impact. The career shifts you're experiencing are not coincidences. They are divine invitations to align your work with your soul's deepest desires, to integrate your spiritual journey with your earthly endeavors, to bring your light into the world. You are being called to manifest not just material success, but spiritual fulfillment, to build something meaningful, something that resonates with your soul, something that contributes to the collective awakening. The power you've cultivated in isolation, in the quiet moments of reflection, is now ready to be unleashed. It's the power of intuition, the power of conviction, the power of love. Don't resist this realignment. Embrace it. It's the next phase of your evolution, the opening of a new chapter, a chapter filled with purpose, with passion, with divine alignment. Your spiritual mission is your greatest work. It's where your true power lies. It's where your soul finds its deepest expression. Step into it with boldness, with grace, and watch your world transform. The universe is waiting for you to step fully into your divine assignment. The darkness was the preparation. The light is your calling. Your mission awaits. The silence wasn't empty. It was heavy, loaded, a prelude. You felt it deep within, a seismic shift. Not just in your job title. This was a tectonic plate moving underneath your very soul. You thought you were just climbing a ladder, a career ladder, but the ladder was a lie, a distraction, a gilded cage. The real climb, that was internal, always. The darkness you endured, it wasn't punishment, it was forging. A divine blacksmith, hammering you into something new, something stronger, something you never knew you were. Those nights you stared at the ceiling, the questions echoing, the despair a suffocating blanket. That was the crucible, the fire that purified, burning away the dross, the illusions, the fear. You learned to breathe in the dark, to see without light, to trust the whisper, the quiet knowing. That grew in the absence of noise, the absence of validation. This inner power, it wasn't given, it was earned, forged in the fires of your own making. Or perhaps the fires that were allowed to be made for you by a higher hand. You discovered reserves you never knew existed, resilience, a core of steel that refused to break, even when everything else crumbled. That refusal, that was your awakening. The world saw you struggling. They saw setbacks, failures, but they didn't see the internal scaffolding, being built, brick by agonizing brick. The architecture of your spirit, taking shape. This isn't about a promotion or a new office. This is about the blueprint of your soul being revealed, the divine architecture designed for a purpose, a mission. You were being prepared, not for more of the same, but for something entirely different, something bigger, something that requires the strength you cultivated. In the solitude, in the struggle, the spiritual mission. It's not a title. It's a calling, a deep resonance that hums beneath the surface of your everyday life. It's the why behind the what. You were meant to be a beacon, not a follower, a creator, not just a consumer, a healer, not just a wounded soul, though you were wounded deeply. And that wound is now your source of empathy, your depth, the realignment. It's the universe's way of course correcting, steering you back to your true north, your intended trajectory, away from the detours, the dead ends, the skills you honed in the shadows. They are not career skills. They are soul skills, discernment, intuition, unwavering faith. The ability to stand firm when the ground shakes. These are the tools of your mission, not the spreadsheets, not the quarterly reports, but the quiet strength, the unwavering conviction, the profound understanding that comes from walking through fire. You are not the same person who entered that darkness. You are refined, tempered, ready. The world needs what you carry, what you have become. This sudden realignment, it feels chaotic, disorienting, because it is. It's the dismantling of the old to make way for the new, for the divine design. Your spiritual mission is unfolding. It demands this shift, this surrender, this trust in the unseen, in the power you now hold, a power born from enduring, from transforming, from becoming. The darkness was not the end. It was the beginning, the fertile ground where your true purpose took root. And now it's time to bloom, to rise, to fulfill the sacred mission. You were made for this. You are ready. The crucible tested you, forged in the fires of your trials. The darkness wasn't a prison. It was a womb, birthing a power you never knew you possessed, a silent strength, a deep knowing. It stripped away the superficial, the masks you wore, the illusions you clung to, leaving only the core of your being, unflinching, unyielding. This is the essence of your spiritual mission. It's not about grand pronouncements or public accolades. It's about the quiet internal revolution, the dismantling of old patterns, the reassembly of your soul. Every setback was a lesson. Every betrayal, a redirection. Every moment of doubt, a catalyst for deeper faith. You learn to trust your inner compass, the one that whispers when the world shouts, the one that guides you through the fog. This inner power, honed in solitude, tempered by adversity, is now your greatest asset. It's the silent engine behind your sudden realignment, the unseen force pushing you forward. You are not being pushed. You are being summoned, called to a purpose that resonates with your very soul. A mission that was always waiting, hidden beneath the noise of everyday life. The darkness showed you what truly matters. It illuminated your core values, your deepest desires, the authentic truth of who you are meant to be. And now you are stepping into that truth with a clarity that startles you, a resolve that surprises even yourself. This is more than a career shift. It's a soul alignment, a homecoming to the work that fulfills you, to the path that ignites you. The spiritual mission you were born for. It demands your courage, your vulnerability, your willingness to shed what no longer serves, and embrace the unknown. The power developed in the darkness is not for hiding. It is for shining. It's the light that will guide others, the strength that will inspire change. You are a beacon, whether you realize it or not. This realignment is proof. Proof that your struggles had meaning. Proof that your resilience was building something profound, a foundation for the work ahead. The quiet power within you is immense. It's the power of self-discovery, the power of unwavering belief, the power of a spirit that refuses to be broken. You are not starting over. You are ascending, transformed by your journey, ready for the next chapter, the one written in the stars. Your spiritual mission awaits its full expression, and you are finally ready to answer the call. The darkness was not the end. It was the preparation for this moment, for this powerful, undeniable shift. Your inner power is your map. Your spiritual mission is your destination, and the realignment is the unfolding. The beautiful, raw, and essential unfolding of your true destiny. You have earned this. Every scar, every tear, every moment of unwavering hope. It all led you here, to this potent awakening, to the work that matters most, to the life that was always meant to be yours. The power within you is not passive. It is active. It is a force for good, a testament to your strength, a promise of what is to come. Embrace it. Let it guide you. This is your moment, your calling, your spiritual mission finally in focus. The world needs what you have learned, what you have become. In the quiet strength forged in the dark, you are ready to live it, to lead it. The realignment is not a surprise. It is a homecoming to the power that has always resided within you, waiting for its moment to shine. And that moment is now. The stillness. It wasn't emptiness. It was a crucible, a place where the noise of the world finally died down, where the constant hum of expectation of what should be faded into silence. And in that silence you heard it, the whisper, the true calling. This isn't about climbing a ladder. It's about finding your summit, your unique place in the grand design. It's about recognizing the divine blueprint etched onto your very soul, and understanding that this career shift isn't a detour. It's a course correction, a recalibration of your spiritual mission. Think of the darkness you navigated, the valleys you traversed. Each shadow held a lesson, each struggle a forging. You didn't just survive it. You absorbed it. You let it refine you, like ore heated and hammered into a weapon. That inner power you feel now, it wasn't gifted. It was earned, forged in the fires of your own trials. The resilience you built, the wisdom you gained, it's the bedrock of your next chapter. This mission isn't small. It's monumental. It's a calling to bring light, to manifest something that the world desperately needs, something only you can bring forth. Your unique gifts, honed and sharpened, are meant to serve a purpose far greater than personal ambition. The universe has been preparing you, not for a comfortable life, but for a consequential one. It stripped away the superficial. It tested your faith. It revealed your core. And now, it's ready for you to step into your power. This isn't a gentle nudge. It's a seismic shift. The ground beneath your old path is crumbling because it no longer serves your divine assignment. You are being called to a higher frequency, a deeper purpose. The darkness wasn't an end. It was a gestation period, a sacred time of incubation, where your spirit grew, where your vision cleared, where the seeds of your future were planted and nurtured by your own fortitude. You are not the same person who started that journey. You are stronger, wiser, more aligned. The scars you carry are not signs of weakness. They are badges of honor, proof of your transformation. This career realignment is a direct response to the spiritual power you've cultivated. The universe sees the strength within you. It sees the mission you are capable of fulfilling, and it's opening doors that were previously sealed shut, doors that lead to where you are meant to be. Embrace this shift. Do not resist it. It is divinely orchestrated. Your intuition is screaming the truth. Your soul is yearning for this expansion. This is not a moment to play small. This is your moment to rise. The power you wield is subtle yet profound. It's the power of authenticity, the power of unwavering belief, the power to create from a place of deep knowing. This is what your new career path demands. This is what your spiritual mission requires. You are a conduit, a vessel for divine energy. And now, that energy is being channeled into a new direction. A direction that will impact others. A direction that will bring about change. The darkness was not a punishment. It was a purification. It burned away the dross. It revealed the pure gold of your spirit. And that gold is now ready to be cast into something magnificent. This is not just about a job. It's about your soul's work. It's about fulfilling the promise that was placed within you at creation. Your career is merely the vehicle for this profound spiritual undertaking. Feel the energy shift within you. It's a homecoming, a return to your authentic self, a recognition of the power that has always resided within, the power that was forged in the heart of adversity. This realignment is a testament to your growth, to your strength, to your unwavering spirit. You are ready. The mission awaits. Step forward. The veil is lifting. You feel it, a seismic shift in your soul. This isn't just a change, it's a divine recalibration. Your career is not simply moving, it's being rerouted onto its true path, a path laid out before you ever drew breath. This is about your spiritual mission, the one you've been running from, the one you've been secretly yearning for. The whispers in the quiet moments, the dreams that refuse to fade, they are echoes of your destiny, calling you home. You've walked through fire. You've stared into the abyss. You've wrestled with shadows. And in that darkness, something extraordinary was forged. Not brokenness, but an unyielding inner power. A resilience born from the crucible. Think back to the hardest nights. The moments you thought you wouldn't survive. The betrayals that cut deep. The failures that felt like an end. Those were not dead ends. They were sacred spaces, incubators of your true strength. Each trial was a lesson,